Hi everyone, this is Chandan. You're watching Educate India. In this video, we're going to understand how can we upgrade the AKS cluster. In the previous video, I have shown how can we create a Kubernetes cluster within the Azure portal, AKS cluster, how can we create that. Now, in this video, I'm going to show how can we upgrade the Kubernetes version of AKS cluster. So this is one of the very important video because if you're working on AKS cluster, so definitely you have to upgrade the Kubernetes version regularly based on the recommendations because the older version won't be supported by Microsoft. So in that case, you have to regularly update it based on the Microsoft recommendations, based on the Kubernetes version support, and also to gain the new features. There are a lot of things Kubernetes generally deprecates, so to kind of remove those deprecated things and use the new features. Also, we can just get those security patches, we can get all those vulnerability fixes in the Kubernetes version upgrade. So it's always recommended to use the latest and stable version of Kubernetes. If any old API gets deprecated or any new feature got added, so all those things can be just used by the newer version of Kubernetes. It's always recommended to just go through those detailed descriptions of that Kubernetes versions to avoid any breaking changes, because there might be a scenario where you are running different applications in the Kubernetes cluster and there might be some breaking changes with that version. So always we should analyze those changes and then we should go with the upgrades first in the lower environment, and once it's validated in lower environment, then we should go with the upgrades in the higher environment. So that's kind of a recommended practice. Now we will understand how can we upgrade our cluster. So what are the different steps involved when we are upgrading our cluster? So we have to just keep in mind that within the Kubernetes, whenever we are doing the upgrade, so we have to upgrade two different components. One is the control plane that we have to upgrade, and then another one is the node pools. So Kubernetes also providing one of the feature to upgrade both by selecting one single option within the Azure portal. So we can just click that option and then we can upgrade control plane as well as node pool. And if we want to just upgrade that separately, so that all option is also available. But the recommended way is to always kind of upgrade first control plane and then validate everything and then just go with the node pool upgrade. So how can we do those upgrades? So here first I'm inside that AKS cluster and we can see this is a demo AKS I have created in my last video, and we can see in the overview page we can see this is showing the Kubernetes version. So it's kind of control plane version. So control plane is generally managed by Microsoft because this is a managed AKS cluster. So we don't have more controls over that control plane resources. So it's mainly managed by Microsoft. We can just manage the different type of node pools like system node pools that runs system resources, and some of the user node pools where we are running the application workloads. So those things we can just see, we can upgrade, but control plane is something that is managed by Microsoft, but we have to upgrade it, that control plane also during the Kubernetes upgrade. So how can we just do those upgrades? So here we can see we have to see the overview page. It's showing Kubernetes version, it's showing the cluster Kubernetes version, and also we have, if we'll go inside this setting option, so we have node pools. So here we can see different type of node pools that we have. So once we'll click on any node pool, if we have multiple node pools, so we can go inside each node pool and we can see here also the Kubernetes version is there. So this is node pool Kubernetes version, and here we are seeing overview, it's a kind of the cluster Kubernetes version. We can say control plane Kubernetes version. So if you want to upgrade our Kubernetes cluster, so like I mentioned earlier, we have to upgrade the control plane first and then we can upgrade the node pool individually. So let's understand how can we follow those upgrade steps. So there are multiple ways of running the upgrades. We can run the AZCLI commands, and there are different ways of running the upgrades, but in this video I'm going to show how can we use the Azure portal to just run those upgrades. So here we have option within the Azure portal. If we just click on settings, so we have option of upgrades. So we can see here it's providing one option for upgrades. So when we'll go inside that, so we can see that it's showing the Kubernetes version, and here we have the option to upgrade our Kubernetes cluster. So we need to click on upgrade version, and then we can see here it's saying that automatic upgrade. So do we want automatic upgrade? So that option is also available. Different options are available, but that's disabled for now. We want to run the upgrade manually, so we don't want to run the automatic upgrade, so it's disabled. And here you can see that it's giving the Kubernetes version. So if we'll click here in the drop down, so we can see there are different versions. So currently it's running 134.4. so for upgrade it's suggesting that I have two different options, 135.0 and 135.1. so whichever version we want to go, we can just select here. So whenever we'll select any version, so let's say I want to go from 134.4 to 135.0, so we'll select here, and then we can see we have some additional options here. So mainly we have to understand this upgrade scope. So this is one of the important option. We can see here it's giving us option like upgrade control plane plus all node pools. So if this is selected, so and if we are just saving it, so it will just update the both, like it will update the control plane and then it will update the node pools. So it will run both things together. So that's why it's giving that option of control plane plus all node pools. And if you want to just run both the things separately, so we can just click here upgrade control plane only, so that we can just upgrade the control plane using this option, and later on we have a separate option to upgrade the node pool. So like I mentioned earlier, like the best practice is we can just run the control plane first and then we can just run the node pools. So you can select any option based on your project and need. So I have just selected upgrade control plane only and then click on save. So it's gonna upgrade the control plane only, it will not upgrade the node pools. So let's click on save. So we can see here it's saying saving Kubernetes service. It means it has just started the upgrade, and we can see that it's upgrading, so that we can see in the overview page. So if I'll go here within this overview page, so here previously it was showing succeeded cluster operation status, but now it's showing upgrading. So this proves that it has just started the upgrades. Generally upgrade operations take some time, so this might take 5 to 10 minutes to upgrade the control plane, and then we will proceed with the node pool upgrade. So let's wait for first this upgrade to complete and then we'll proceed with the node pool upgrade. So we can see now this has completed this particular upgrade, and if I'll just refresh this particular page, so we can see that now it's showing cluster operation status is succeeded, and we can see the Kubernetes version is 135.0. It means control plane upgrade is successful. Now it's running with the Kubernetes version 135.0 and its status is succeeded. So we have completed the first step. Now as part of the next step, we need to upgrade the node pool. And like I mentioned earlier, I have only one node pool, that is system node pool, so I can upgrade it now. And now if I can see its provisioning state is succeeded. As part of my previous update, we have just upgraded the control plane, we have not upgraded the node pool version. So that also we can validate by going inside this particular node pool. So let's go inside here and let's see what is the Kubernetes version. So we can see that our control plane version is 135.0, but our Kubernetes version for the system node pool is still 134.4 here. So that means that we have not upgraded our node pool. So now let's go with the node pool upgrade. So here we can see that we have an option of upgrade Kubernetes. So how can we upgrade the node pool? So by clicking on this upgrade Kubernetes, we can upgrade our node pool here. So let's click here upgrade Kubernetes, and then we can see it's showing the cluster version, it's already upgraded to 135.0. Our node pool version current is 134.4. so we can just upgrade it by selecting here this particular version 135.0. so let's select here, and then we have additional options: node drain, timeout, skip undrainable nodes. We'll just skip it for now, and we'll just select this Kubernetes version of node pool, and let's click on the save. So once we click on the save, so it's saying updating node pools. That means it has just started upgrading this particular node pool. And if I'll just go back to this node pool page here, and we can see that this provisioning state was previously succeeded, but now it's saying upgrading. So that means that node pool upgrade has started. And if I'll go to this overview page, so here this cluster operation status is succeeded. It's not doing anything with the control plane, it's just upgrading the node pool, because directly we went inside the node pool and we have upgraded that particular node pool. So let's wait for some time, because this upgrade can take up to 10 minutes or 15 minutes, because it is having auto scaling also enabled. So it might be creating 1 or 2 different nodes based on the resource requirement. So finally we have to validate that after all the new nodes are created, old nodes are deleted, all those pods running on the old nodes get scheduled in the new node, and then it will just change this particular status from provisioning state upgrading to succeeded. Then we can confirm that this upgrade is successful. So we can also see the how it's creating the new nodes and how it's deleting all the older nodes within the cluster by just going inside the cluster. So let's go to the open lens and let's monitor this upgrade. So I'm inside this particular open lens now, and we can see that one of the agent pool is running with 134.4 version, so that's the older version. So now it has to create a new node pool with the Kubernetes version 135.0, and then it will schedule all the pods to the new node pool. Let's wait for that. And we can see that it has started creating the new node with the version 135.0. So that is kind of confirming that our upgrade is in progress. So it's creating a new node with the new upgrade version, that's 135.0, and then it will schedule all the pods to the new node. So we can see here currently, if you go inside that node, so currently all the pods are running on that particular node. So once this node will be ready, so everything will be scheduled here. And now we can see this particular node is ready, it's showing ready, and now it should be running all those different pods. So yeah, it's just scheduling all different pods to the new node with the version 135.0, and it will just start removing the pods from the older nodes. So now we can see here it has removed that other node. So we can see here ready node is 1 and target node is 1. So let's wait for some more time and then upgrade should be completed. So we can see here now it's saying successfully updated node pool. So, and here it's upgrading, but if I'll just refresh this page, so this should be succeeded. Yeah, it has just succeeded. So this confirms that we have successfully upgraded our node pool version to 1.35.0, our new Kubernetes version, and we have already upgraded our control plane earlier. So now if I'll just come here, we can see the Kubernetes version of the cluster control plane version is 135.0, and within the node pool also, if I'll go inside the node pool, and we can see the Kubernetes version that is 135.0, and within this particular cluster we can see we have one node pool running with the version 135.0, and everything looks up and running. Even we can validate our Nginx pod, so that's also up and running. So that validates that our upgrade was successful, and we can see that here the cluster status is healthy, so it's up and running, and cluster power state is running, cluster operation status is succeeded, so everything is up and running. So that's how we can upgrade our cluster. So if you have multiple different node pools, so you can just upgrade each node pool. So in this video I try to explain how can we upgrade our Kubernetes cluster to newer version. In the upcoming video I'll try to cover more features of AKS and Azure Cloud. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.